Terence Crawford's longtime trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, has voiced concerns over the possibility of biased judging ahead of Crawford's highly anticipated bout against Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez, scheduled for October. In a recent interview, McIntyre suggested that the judging may not be fair when Crawford steps into the ring with Alvarez and a seasoned veteran and current super middleweight champion. The comments have sparked discussion in the boxing world, with some interpreting McIntyre's remarks as an early attempt to frame the narrative should Crawford lose a close decision.
The biggest comment that irritates you the most, is it the size?
No. He's only wider than Bud. He's not taller than Bud. He's only wider than Bud. And of course he know how to use his power. Of course he know how to do that. But this the only thing that sometimes that leeries me is just the name Canelo. Will we get the fair shake? You know what I'm saying? Will we get the fair shake? If the fighters might be close or whatever the case got to be, will we get the fair shake? So that's the only thing that worries me. And I already stated that to the team that's working on that end. Make sure that we got everybody in place so everything can be even across the board.
Alvarez, known for his power, durability, and experience at 168 pounds, dominated Jermell Charlo in his last outing, a fight that many believe mirrors the challenge Crawford now faces. Critics argue that McIntyre's comments are preemptive excuses, hinting at a lack of confidence in Crawford's ability to overcome the size and strength disadvantage. Whether McIntyre's statements reflect genuine concern or strategic posturing, they have added a new layer of intrigue and controversy to what is already one of the year's most anticipated matchups.
What do you feel like Canelo Alvarez makes fights complicated for the other opponent?
He don't respect him. He don't respect him. If he respect you, then the fight is complicated to him. But if he don't respect you, that fight is complicated for you as the opponent.
Now, when people say that he's declining, Coach, do you feel like he is, or do you feel like he's preserving himself for certain fights like this?
I think Canelo is the type of fighter that maybe he don't have to put out as much as he needs to put out because that type of fighter ain't on his level. Like I'll tell all fighters like this. I say, listen, don't let that fighter you just got out of the ring with a fighter that's on your level, that's in the top 10. Now you're sparring a guy that ain't in the top 10. He 6-3, but you sparring down to his level. I think sometimes maybe he'll fight down to that level, and then it'll take him a while to get rammed up and do the things that he needs to do to get him out of there.